You know, often people want to develop gratitude or compassion or loving kindness, right? Or acceptance from a psychological point of view. And hey, you know, if that's where you start and that, you know, good, that's great. And there's a lot of ways to do that. There are many, many ways to do that. Often though, when I'm speaking about compassion or acceptance, I'm not talking about it from a psychological point of view. I'm talking about it from the point of view of being awareness. That the perspective of or from being awareness is that of acceptance and compassion automatically. There isn't someone who's being compassionate. There isn't someone who's accepting. There just is acceptance and compassion. That's what allows the human condition to be what it is. That's what allows what is to be as it is. And also is available to receiving guidance, you might say in the form of intuition, on how to move forward. People are often worried that if they become one with awareness, that they'll become unmotivated, that they'll become a puddle or something. You know what I mean? They'll just sort of just not want to do anything. But actually the opposite is true, that when we're fully in awareness, we become the aliveness that the life force is actually. But the way we're guided, the way we're drawn into life is different than from an ego psychologically based orientation. That we're not guided anymore by what we want, what we don't want, or what we figured out from those compulsive dynamics that we were talking about earlier. But we're actually guided by actually what's true for us, not from what we think we should do or what somebody else thinks we should do. Not conceptually at all. So we're truly guided. Okay, and so that realm of so-called awareness, or excuse me, that realm of acceptance and compassion really is that cultivation of moving more and more into the awareness. You know, that we learn how to surrender into awareness. And that term surrender is a good word. That is a good term for letting go into being awareness. A lot of people learn letting go, but they're not getting the transmission, they're not getting the mirroring of awareness. So they're letting go physically, they're letting go of tension, they're letting go of emotion. But until they get that mirrored, that primary awareness mirrored, they may not really ever understand what the path means, truly, deeply. And it might be there, and they may not know. You know, I didn't know what had happened to me. I had an awakening at 16, and I didn't know what happened to me until I was 20, when I met somebody who knew and was very aware of what was happening to me at that time. And could mirror it and acknowledge it, and also give me some advice about how my life was going to go. Little did I know what I was getting myself into. People want enlightenment, but they don't know what they are getting themselves into, as if they had a choice. And like I say, you know, you can't put the genie back in the bottle.